Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. And today we'll be in France, 1940, for another game of Chain of Command. Alright, so this board might look familiar to you, as we just used it last week for a game of Bolt Action, but we liked it so much we're going to keep it for another game, and we're going to be playing Chain of Command on it. So we're going to switch things up a little bit. Instead of BEF, we're going to go French. We did a poll with the patrons, and they all want to see the French. So it'll be French versus Germans in a game of the Patrol. Okay, so before we start the briefing, let's mention our channel sponsors, and that's Kick-Ass Mail Order. So these guys are a US-based mail order company specializing in hobby stuff, minis, hobby supplies, you name it, they probably got it. They're in the United States as well. So if you're in the United States and you're going to get some good selection and some good prices on some hobby stuff, check out Kick-Ass Mail Order in the description and tell them that we sent you. Alright, so we'll start the briefing. We're using the Sicily map by Geek Villain tonight again. Obviously we're using the same board, so the map didn't change. Still awesome. If you want to get one of these, check out the description. Alright, so game wise, same board. We're going to have hedges, quite a few hedges scattered around the board. These are going to be soft cover, 2-inch visibility, so pretty dense hedges. We also have some forests scattered around. These are standard forests, 4-inch visibility in and out, soft cover. Got some stone walls around the village. These are going to be hard cover, don't block line of sight. All of these buildings are going to be hard cover. Any of the outbuildings are going to be soft cover, and any patch of grass is going to be soft cover if you're in it. And then the road is just going to be road rules all the way into the village. And that'll do it for the terrain. Let's talk about the mission. Tonight's mission is scenario 1 from the rulebook, the Patrol. So this is a very basic mission, the very first one, very low support. But what the hell, we haven't played this one in a long time, and I wanted to play long ways because we usually always play down the length of the board. So we're going to go this way tonight. So in this one we're going to dice off to find out where our patrol markers start. We're going to split the table into thirds and roll off and randomly pick where our patrol markers begin. Both sides can pick 3 or 4 patrol markers to begin with, and 3 jump off points each. As far as support goes, very limited support. We're going to roll, and it's going to be random. We're going to pick something from support list 1, 2, or 3, and there's no entrenchments, no static defenses, no pre-game barrage. And the objective in this one is to simply drive your opponent off the board via force morale, but you have to keep your own force morale at 3 or higher. And the last thing is the highest force morale goes first. So that's it for the mission and the terrain. Let's look at the forces. So tonight both forces will be from the Blitzkrieg 1940 handbook. And start off here with the French. So this is your basic French infantry platoon, force rating +1. So we have in charge of the platoon is Lieutenant Olivier Decalone. He's going to be armed with a pistol. We have another senior leader here. This is Sergeant John Baldwin. He's an inferior senior leader armed with a rifle. So he's got 2 command initiatives only, but he can command any unit on the board. We're also going to have 3 infantry squads. Each squad consists of a MG team, essentially, so a 2-man LMG, 4 rifles, and then a separate 4-man rifle team, and an NCO with a with a rifle. And then lastly, we have a VB launcher team led by a junior leader with a VB launcher, and then he's in command of 3 guys with VB launchers. So that is the French platoon. And here we have the German platoon. So this is a 2nd Wave Division platoon, and its force rating is -1. And leading off here we got Lieutenant Kofke. He's armed with a pistol. He's the platoon leader. Assisting him is Sergeant Anvala. He is the platoon sergeant with SMG. Then you have 3 identical infantry sections. SMG sergeant, 3-man LMG team, 6-man rifle team. And in command tonight we have Sergeant Timoteo, Sergeant Vesterman, and Sergeant Lankowski. So really the only difference here between a 1st Wave Division and a 2nd Wave, there's no 5cm mortar, and I think some of the support is different as well. But the force rating is quite different. 1st Wave Division's +4, I think, and these guys are -1. So, and really the only difference is there's no 5cm mortar. So I'm not sure where that difference is coming from. It's 5cm mortar plus the support choices, I assume. Or maybe the morale track's a little bit different. I haven't looked into it that much, but anyway, so we're going to go with this platoon against the French platoon, and then when Andre gets here we'll get started, and hopefully it's a good game. Okay, we're going to do it a little bit different. First we'll go over the patrol phase. So in the end I wound up with a jump off point here in these woods. I wound up with one here. And I wound up with one in these woods. And Andre wound up with one back here behind these woods and kind of right there on that hedge.
What's line of sight on the hedges?
2 inches and soft cover. So we're not going to do plans because in this mission there's really not, we're not moving on an objective, we're just trying to deploy and shoot each other off the table. So there's not really a whole lot of planning to do except respond to whatever the other guy does. So we're going to skip plans and we will just say our support. We got list 3. Andre's brought unlimited ammo for 3 of his VB launchers, and I brought a sniper and a shabby Nazi trick 5th columnist. Those are mine. And we will roll for, let's roll for force morale real quick here, Andre. Whoever has a higher force morale goes first. Okay, so we're both at 9, so we'll just roll off to see who goes first. Alright, I guess I'll go first.
I see how you are.
So we're at force morale 9, and I'll be going first. Here we go, starting the game. 1, 3,
not a horrible
4,
roll.
5.
Not a great roll, but not a horrible
I could bring my sniper in.
with your
I think
senior leader.
With my senior leader. Yeah, and a section.
That was your plan, wasn't it?
I think so. Alright, we'll deploy now. Okay, so I brought in the sniper. He's in the building in the window. Well, not here, but it would look like that, but on this side. 12 inches from this patrol or jump off point. And then over here I brought in Timoteo, 6 inches from this one in the woods. Put him on Overwatch, and then I brought Lieutenant Kopke in as well. And that's all my dice, so it's French phase. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Woohoo! Alright, Andre's brought a bunch of stuff in over there in the middle of the table off that jump off point. First he brought his VB launcher squad in, or team. And then he brought 2 sections in right next to each other behind that hedge. So everything is loading up there in the middle. And I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Alright, German phase. German phase. Another 5.
Yeah, pretty good roll.
1, 2, 3, 3.
Not a great roll, but
Not
a
great,
bad roll.
but decent. So I brought in, who is this? Vesterman. There's a jump off point right there. I just moved it out of the way. So they just came in behind the wall, facing down that way. And then Lankowski came in the garage, so we're going to say 4 guys shooting through the door, 1 guy shooting through the window. So we're going to start off with Vesterman firing at full effect, which is the MG, and 6 riflemen. And we're firing at that squad along the hedge. So I'm needing 5s. Hey, it's a 5. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
I roll these.
You roll these. Soft cover. And you got 2 teams there, so you got a machine gun team and a rifle team.
Machine gun team.
A dead and a shock.
Rifle team.
A dead.
Nice.
So check your leader. It's not your leader. So it's a dead and a shock on the machine gun and a dead rifleman. That squad will now return fire from Overwatch with 12 shots, needing 5s. At Vesterman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 2 teams as well. So we'll put 2 on the machine gun team. That's 1 dead. And then 3 on the rifles. Another dead. So we both lost 2 guys. Check the leader, see if it's Vesterman. It's not. Alright, well we've both done some damage to each other.
Yep.
But
This
I
could
do
be a
have
bloody fight.
I do have another squad to fire. So we'll have Lankowski fire next. Lankowski opening up. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on you.
4 on ya.
4 on you. Don't forget to split them up.
Yep.
So that was a machine gun?
Machine gun first,
So
yeah.
point of shock. point of shock. So point of shock on each team. Okay, and I think, so that was a 2 and a 3. I still got a 3 and a 1 left. With my last 3, I just had Timoteo made a 3 and a 1 into a 4. We ran up 3d6. Timoteo pulled the, I'm sorry, Cocky, not Timoteo. Cocky leading Timoteo's squad ran up, pulled the 2 shock. Trying to get into this building here. So that's it for Germans French phase. Here we go. Here we go.
That's not a double phase.
2 2 3 3 is still pretty damn good. Alright, so first thing Andre did, used a 3. This squad here pulled 2 shock. And then he brought in Lieutenant Olivier. But then the 5th columnist came in and distracted Olivier. So there's the 5th columnist there. So he automatically distracts Olivier for this turn and has 50% chance on future turns. So Andre was going to have these guys run out, or one of these squads run out, but nothing happens. So he wound up bringing his last section in over here. They can see Lankowski. So the entire French platoon is right here. If I had that mortar battery, it'd be ugly. So anyway, he's going to fire at Lankowski, needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. That's pretty good. Machine gun team. 2 points of shock. Rifle team. A dead and a shock. Let's check to see if it's Lankowski. Nope. So 2 shock on the machine gun, a dead and a shock on the rifles. On to the Germans. 2 more 5s. Interesting. And a 2, 3, 4 to work with. First thing I did, this guy's door's come crashing down on his head. I brought in Sergeant Anvala over here. He pulled the shock. He's going to have both of these squads fire. And then with another 3, I had Lankowski pull the last 2 shock. So these guys are going to fire, and they're shock free. Meanwhile, over here, Timoteo's squad ran into the bottom of the restaurant, facing out towards the French on the bottom floor. Now we're going to fire. So it's 13 shots here, and we can only see that squad along that hedge right there. So needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Split them up. Alright, so a point of shock. Point of shock. So 2 points of shock. Now Lankowski will fire at, I guess, the same squad.
But you didn't split them up.
I didn't get a single hit.
But you got to split them up.
No, I'll split up all my misses. Not a single hit on 12 dice, not 1 5. Okay, well, it's rolls like that that change firefight games like this. And that's, I think that's it for me. Yeah. Okay, French phase. So chain of command point and then a 1, 2, 3. First thing, Andre, he moved this section up along the hedge with 1d6. So he'll fire half effect. He's going to fire at Lankowski's guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. That's pretty good.
Same as full effect.
But split, pretty much. But I'm splitting them 3 ways, it looks like. This rifle team, that rifle team, and that machine gun team. So we'll start over here. Next rifle team, machine gun team, nothing. Okay, so nothing from that. That's one more, right?
Yep.
Nothing. Still nothing. Okay, and then it's he pulled a shock here, and he's going to fire 14 shots, I believe.
So roll them all.
Yep, all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Again.
5 hits. I think it was only 4 last time.
Yeah, well.
So we'll do 2 on this rifle team. It's a dead. 2 on that rifle team. Another dead. I was going to say, I thought maybe I was over my rolling 6s on kills for a minute there. And then the machine gun team. The last game we
one
played,
apiece,
I rolled.
that's all we need. One apiece.
The last game we played, I won the game, but I rolled so many. I mean, I had lost more guys than Andre did. I was rolling 6s for everything. So I lost a guy out of the machine gun team, a guy out of this rifle team, and a guy out of this rifle team.
Yeah.
So let's check the leader here. Nope. Let's check the leader there. No. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to survive rolling my normal 6 for every single save roll
No,
for long.
you're up.
Okay. Come on, double phase.
Normal and you'll be just fine.
No double phase, but I did get a chain of command dice. That
So
could
you
come in handy, but only a 1 and a 2 to do something
You can
with.
pull in your 5th columnist again.
Should have brought 2 of them. A whole platoon of 5th columnists. Okay,
Honestly,
I only get to fire 1 thing. That's not good. First we'll pretty shit roll. A 1 and a 2. So I'm going to activate the sniper, and I'm going to activate Lankowski. So sniper can see the guys along that hedge right there. So needing a 3. It's a 6. I believe he ignores cover, so roll your save, Andre. As if you're in the open. You're dead. You take a kill.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so check your leader. It's not the leader. Does it? Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it doubles shock or not because you didn't take any shock. So sniper gets a kill. So Lankowski will now do his shooting with only 12 shots. And we'll hit the... Man, so many guys are all splitting up. Yeah. I've gotten outmaneuvered here. I have hard cover, but only 2 against 3. And I'm rolling 6s like crazy, so... But there's nowhere to go. So we'll just fire at into the blob there.
Into the wall.
1, 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Impressive, Travis.
Yeah, Lankowski's gotten 2 hits on like 20 dice so far.
Okay, machine gun team,
Point of shock.
rifle team.
Nothing. Yeah, this isn't looking good suddenly.
Well, you put out 10 times more shock than I have.
Yeah, I don't care about shock as much. And that's it for me, so Andre's phase. Okay, a 5. And then 2 3s, a 2, and a 4. So Andre's brought in Baldwin, the inferior senior leader. He's going to have the VB launcher squad fire at Lankowski. Only half shots, so that's it. Reducing cover by 1 level. If I roll a 6 here, we're packing it up. Whew, got lucky.
Okay. Firing,
Firing the front section.
so that should be 15.
I think you're a full section, yeah. So it's 10 for the MG team plus 4 plus 1 for the leader. 15 shots. Needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll help. Okay, we'll put 1 onto this machine or rifle team. 1 onto that rifle team. 1 onto that machine gun team. 1 onto this rifle team. Ah, there it is. Oh, I couldn't get through that without 1 of those. Check the leader. Not the leader. At least I've been rolling 6s on the leader hits too.
Okay, and
The
then
next section.
we got 6 for the machine gun,
Yeah, I think you were at 14 with that one.
and then
13.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys,
6 riflemen with
and then the leader.
the leader. Yep. Your junior leader has a rifle too.
Okay.
Needing 5s. Come on, we gotta survive this salvo. 1,
2.
2.
2
Right.
dead.
Only 2 dead. Only 2 dead. All right then, rifle team. Machine or other rifle team. Point of shock.
Oh man.
We took a shock. All right. Whew. I was about to use my chain of command dice in there too at some point, but I forgot.
And So all I've got left is these boys back here.
Yep.
So they will go 3d6.
Book it. All right.
Shit.
How far did you go?
9.
Oh, perfect. You'd be right in my line of sight from the restaurant. All right. So German phase. German phase.
And 2 shock.
Those guys, yeah, they ran out. Sadly, they were able to avoid line of sight from my restaurant, I think. They are kind of standing out in the open there, so let's see what we can do. Well,
Lots
pretty
of
much
senior
everything.
lead.
So everything can activate, essentially. Okay, that's
And you
good.
can pull all your shock.
That's a good thing. My 1 shock. I got 1 shock on the board. All right. Pocky and Timoteo have come out of the restaurant. They got a hell of a move. They're all the way up to that wall now. They can't shoot, but they're in a good spot for now. Pulled the shock over here. I'm sorry. It's yeah. Kopke and Timoteo and Anvala back here pull the shock. He's going to have this squad fire at them. And over here is that Vesterman's going to have the machine gun team fire by itself because they have line of sight to those guys in the open. And then the rest of the rifle team is going to fire over there. So we'll start with the machine gun team at the guys in the open. Needing 5s. 1, 2. 2 hits. Come on, guys. Point of shock. Point of shock. So 2 points of shock. Okay. So next.
So I still.
Yeah, it's 2 hits.
So I still split it.
Yeah, you still split. Next we'll have Lankowski's squad fire. So Lankowski has not been doing well tonight. Let's see if his boys can aim a little better this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little better.
You did ask for a little better.
Look at all those 4s, man. If I needed 4s, I would have got a lot of hits. So 3 hits, so it's going on to them. So I guess you could split 1 to the VB launcher.
Okay, so machine gun team,
Nothing.
rifle team,
Dead.
VB team.
Nothing. So a dead rifleman, check your leader. Not the leader. Alright, then these 3 riflemen are going to fire at that same squad. Actually, we'll fire at the guys in the open. Got a hit. Or, I guess they're in hard
Where are
cover.
you? I was going to say,
Behind that wall.
so
Hard
they
cover.
hit.
1 hit. Oh, we got
Nice.
somebody. Come on, be the leader. Nope.
So that was out of,
That was out of that squad, yeah.
so just anybody.
Yeah, whatever. And I think that's everybody. So I have to hope Andre doesn't get a double phase. Whoever gets the first double phase is going to be at a huge advantage. I did weather that last one pretty well. I only lost 1 guy. But it really comes down to Andre gets a double phase.
Double phase. Or not.
No double phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Starting off with the VBs at Lankowski. Needing 5s.
Nah.
2 hits. All right.
You gotta do better. Only 2 dead is not enough.
Machine gun team. Point of shock.
One shock.
Point of shock.
Nice.
VBs, but they're unlimited ammo. What do you care?
Yeah, but I'm only doing shock doesn't do anything for me.
Point of shock. Point of shock. So you still
Doesn't
got all
do
your rest of your
anything.
stuff here.
So they're going to be a full section still.
I think so.
So that's
15?
15.
Yep. 15 shots.
15 coming at you.
Okay. Come on, hard cover.
Needing 2s.
That's what we do. Say what you.
Okay, I'll take 5s.
1,
I'll take
2,
5s.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 hits. So we'll start off with this rifle team here. Nothing. Next rifle team, Lankowski. Point of shock. Now the hardcover's doing its thing.
Yep.
Come on, machine gun. Nothing. Whew. All right, hardcover's doing its thing.
And you were worried.
I was. Well,
I know you were.
starting down my path of rolling nothing but sixes on
Okay,
saves.
so we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So the next section, yeah, and you only got one shock. Okay, no reduction on shocks, so needing fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Okay. Rifle team. Nothing. Rifle team. Nothing. Yes, machine gun team. Ah. Not the leader. So I'm down to one dude in the machine gun team.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, and I will
Those
pull
guys.
a shock. And
Fire?
no.
No. I'm gonna let Andre think about it. First thing Andre's gonna do is have this section move up, but I'm gonna use my chain of command dice to interrupt here with Timoteo. It's my only chance to shoot at guys in the open the whole game probably. So in the open, within 18, needing fours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Split them up.
Okay, so 3 on the machine gun team
Point of shock.
and 4 on the rifles.
3 dead. Nice. And they're down to one guy then, because that's only a 4-man team. But check your leader. It might be the leader. Nope. So the rifle team's down to one dude. All right, and he got a 9-inch move. Well, or an 8-inch move now. Last thing was Andre moved those guys up there, so they're out of line of sight of Timoteo now, and we move on to the German phase. All right, dice gods, help me out. Yes, double phase.
And that's game.
Well, and a 2 and a 4, but still
That's game.
4s are good. I don't know if that's game, but
Come on, Travis.
we'll see.
You're not that bad a player.
We'll see. No, I'm not a bad player. I just have bad luck sometimes. But let's see what happens. Start off over here with a 2. Firing at those guys. I can still see them in the open. Can you measure that out, Andre? I don't know if I'm within 18 or not.
Machine gun is within 18.
Machine gun. Okay. So we'll do the machine gun separate. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I don't have enough dice. I'm missing 2 dice. Need 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can split those up.
Just within.
Yeah.
Can't see those guys.
So yeah.
So machine gun.
Point of shock.
The other dude.
Dead. Check your leader. Nope. So a dead rifleman and a point of shock. And then my 6 riflemen will fire. 3 hits. Which you can also split up.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, what do we have here? So, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell who's who.
Who's who?
So, I would say probably you got 2 riflemen in the machine gun, and then 3 riflemen. Yeah, we haven't really been keeping track. It's kind of hard, but
Okay, so machine gun
okay. Dead in the shock.
and the rifleman.
Nothing. So check your leader. Oh, damn. Okay, so that's that. So they're up to 3 shock, and this squad's getting whittled down. This squad's getting whittled down. Now I need to whittle that squad down. Starting off here, so first thing I did, I had Sergeant Anvala send one of the riflemen to the machine gun. And then we're going to have both squads fire. So we're going to start off with Lankowski's squad. We're going to be down 1 shot for the shock. Everything's going into dot squad there. Needing 5s. Oh yeah, and Lankowski did it today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's making up for lost time. And you can split it with the BB launcher squad.
Okay, so 2 on the
2, 2, 2, and 1.
So 3 on the rifle squad.
A dead and a shock. Okay, rifles.
2 on the machine gun.
A shock.
And 2 on the VBs.
Nothing.
Insane heroism.
Check your leader. You did lose a guy. Man, no leaders hit. No one's dropped the force morale yet. And then it's a shock on the rifle and the machine gun. And then I think it was the dead rifleman. Vesterman's squad will do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits this time.
2 on the rifles.
Point of shock.
Machine gun.
Point of shock.
And
nothing on the VBs.
okay, so just shock.
So what are they up to now?
3 and 2.
Okay, and I get another phase. This is where I can start taking the lead. So I can phase another double phase, and then the same exact thing, a 4 and a 2 to work with, and a dice. So I'll drop 1 next time, and then I'll be done. Pretty much the same exact thing we just did. We're going to fire Timoteo over there, so the machine gun was in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits with the machine gun. Now we're shooting straight. And then split them up between the 2 teams here.
Dead machine gun.
Dead in the shock on the machine gun. Dead in the shock on the rifles. Check your leader. It's not the leader again. Rifle team, need 5s. 3 hits.
Rifle team.
Point of shock. And a dead on the machine gun. And a point of shock. Check your leader again. He's down to 2 guys, it looks like. Nothing. Okay. Dead in the shock. 4 over here. I had Sergeant Anval pull another shock, and we're going to have both squads fire again. So we'll start over here with Vesterman and everything again into those guys. 1, 2, 3 hits.
Shooting at
These guys. So I guess 1 each.
so machine gun, rifles.
Dead rifle. Not the leader again. Wow.
Again.
We haven't had a single bad thing happen yet that I know of. We might have just missed it.
Oh, I've had lots of bad things happen.
Next volley from Lankowski. 1, 2, 3 again. Same thing. Nothing. Point of shock. Nothing. I don't think that VB launcher has taken a single
They
shock
haven't
or
taken a
anything
shock yet.
So 3, 3. Okay, so another phase. Drop 1, and I will take my last phase. 4, 4, 3, 1. So I can essentially do everything again.
Essentially.
Yeah. Start over here with Kopke. I've been forgetting to do machine gewehr, but we're going to do it this time, and I think we can give them 2 extra shots. Can I borrow one of your dice, Andre? Thank you. And needing 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Only 4 hits, but he's down to what? 3 guys, 4 guys left in the squad.
3 guys. No, or 3 guys in the
And the leader.
leader.
So 4 hits.
So can I put them all on the guy that's in the open?
Yeah.
So all 4 on the dude in the open.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. And
Oh, check your leader. Well, actually, let me finish firing my rifles. 1 hit with the rifles. Nothing.
Okay.
So check your leader. Come
Check
on,
the
be the
leader.
leader. No, damn, still not the
Okay.
leader.
And but I did take
bunch of shock.
3 shock.
Yep.
So that was on this team. So I'm up to 9 shock.
Yeah, I think you got 1, 2, 3,
3
4,
guys.
5. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
they route. You can take the 5th columnist with you. So 2d6 plus 6 back. Yeah, they're going to be off the board. Okay, that was the most epic bad thing you'll ever see. So we'll start with section routes or breaks. So 5 minus 2.
Okay.
Senior leader routes. No,
That's just 2.
senior leader routes minus 2.
Okay.
And then junior leader routes.
That's just 1, isn't it?
Probably. Yeah. So you only lost 5 force morale.
Perfect.
5 force morale on that. Which takes you down to 4.
Yep.
Okay. So move on. Okay, over here. And Bala pulled 2 shock. He's going to have Lankowski's section fire. And then with the 3, I'm going to have Vesterman fire his guys. Everything back at those guys again. Needing 5s. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. Split them up. Oop. What is that on?
I roll machine gun first.
Machine
right?
gun, okay. Alright, so a dead and a shock on the machine gun, a shock on the rifle, so check your leader. Hey, it's your
Hey,
leader.
We got a leader finally.
He's
And
dead.
It's the
Oh,
the junior leader. And
He's
it's
knocked
a
out.
3.
so roll another bad thing. Junior leader wounded. Oh man, that might be a -2. You might want to check that, Andre. A 6, junior leader wounded.
Junior leader wounded is -2.
So Andre's down to 2. And then the last squad will fire. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 4 hits. Machine gun, nothing. Shock on the rifles. Okay, what are they up to?
9 with, actually they might have been pinned earlier. 2, 4, 6, 7 guys.
With 9 shock. So they're pinned. And their leader is knocked out. I think I'm done, Andre. that's all my faces.
That's it?
That's it.
I think why don't you just take one more? I don't,
What? Why not? Alright, Andre's phase. Andre's down to 3 dice. 1, 2, 4. Start with the mortars. The VB launchers at Lankowski. Leading 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Okay. Rifle team. Point of shock. Machine gun team. Point of shock. BB launchers aren't getting it done. So that was with the 1, I think? Or have you decided?
sure.
The 1. So he still has a 4. So he can activate Baldwin.
Well,
and Baldwin can activate or take shock off of these guys. Have them fire, whatever. And then he's still got a 2 to do something with those guys. Baldwin pulled the shock. He's going to fire 3 shots. With no hits.
and then I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots here.
And 10 shots from behind the Cafe Che Pierre. Straight ahead.
I got a hit.
1 hit. You never know. It could be my leader.
It doesn't matter.
Point of shock. Okay, German phase. Hey, 3 1s, a 2, and a 4. So I could fire my sniper again.
You can fire everybody again.
Yeah. Alright, Timoteo squad, we're assaulting. We're assaulting the French squad. Andre's getting 11 dice. I'm getting 16. He's got a machine gun in there, so that adds to it. So here we go. Actually, you get extra dice for me moving too, I think. Per D6 enemy moved. Yeah.
2 more?
2 more.
Okay.
So it's what was that, 13 against 16? So it's a very, very, very close fight. 2? I got 2 guys. Oh my god.
Wow.
That was
Good
about
thing
the
you got
worst
a
roll
reroll on that one.
ever possible. Wow, 2 5s. You only need 5s and 6s. I got 2. That is bad. Okay, yeah. I just got my ass kicked.
4s.
Yeah, I'm toast.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. How about that? So you lost 2 guys. Check your leader. It's your leader. See which one. Oh no, it's only 1 leader in there.
What happens to him?
He gets knocked out. Okay. And then
I
you lost
one
other guy. Okay, then I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 guys. So it is my leader. Let's just see which one it is. It's my junior leader. He's killed. Alright, we'll sort it out. Alright, well, I'm down to 4 force morale. My squad broke. My leader's routed. And I'm down to 4. So I literally got my ass kicked. And here I was thinking, pushover. But no, not the case. And I think, is that it for me? No, that was the first thing I did. I still got all the shooting over here to do. But Andre is down to 1, so he
Hey, I
lost
got
1
2
for
dice
getting
to
a
roll.
wounded leader. Is it 2? No, I think it doesn't go below 3, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, I'm reduced by 3, so.
Okay. All right, well then I'll see if I can maybe finish him off. Okay, over here. And Bala pulled the shock, and we're going to do everything into those bastards. It's time for payback. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hard cover though.
Okay, machine gun team,
A dead,
rifle team.
a dead and a shock. Check your leader. Oh, he's knocked out, huh?
Yep.
Check your leader still. Nope. So it's a dead each, another shock,
On the rifles.
and a dead each. So what does that leave you as far
3
as?
with 5 guys.
You mean 5 with 3 guys?
Something like that.
So they're pinned. All right. All right, Vesterman will do the same thing. So, you know what? We're gonna fire at that damn VB launcher squad, and I can put it all on them because everyone else is in worse cover. So everything onto the VB launchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Soft cover. Oof. 2 dead and
2 shot.
3 shock.
3 shot?
Yeah, 4s, 5s, and 6s. 4s and 5s. So check your leader. It's not the leader. So 2 dead VBs and 2 shock. So they're almost pinned now themselves. All right, so we got 2 pinned French squads, half a VB launcher squad,
Do you surrender yet?
and 1 force morale.
I'm not going to make this offer again, Travis. Last chance.
No, I think I'll stick around. All right, so I think it's Andre's. Oh no, I still got my sniper.
What do you mean nuts?
Nuts. Sniper at the squad, needing a 3. Yeah, we got it. Roll a save. Ah, it's another dead. So roll your leader. On a 2 up, it's him. Ah, it's the leader. The sniper comes through.
Headshot.
He's dead. Oh no, you're rolling to see which one it was, or
No. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
actually, yeah, that is to see which. That would be which one, wasn't it? So it's the junior leader.
Again. He takes a wound. So roll a bad thing. Yeah, that's game.
Yeah!
That's going to take him down to 0. So we'll come back and wrap it up. Okay, so we're back to wrap it up. So it's German victory. The second wave platoon was able to drive the French out of this village. Really, so how many guys did you lose?
I've got 12 guys standing and 26 guys are out of commission.
Yeah, and I'm down like, what did I say, 17? plus 2 leaders. So yeah, this is all I have left in the sniper. And Andre's got a pin squad, and half a VB launcher. I mean, that was a very, very bloody game. It would have been worse if Andre didn't win that assault. But
Oh, well.
that dropped me down to 4 force morale. But it really, though, that was just kind of it didn't matter, because once I got all those double phases in a row, that was it. And we said earlier it was going to come down to who gets the first double phase. But then getting 3 in one go, I mean, there's no recovering from that. In a mission like this where it's just a firefight, forget it. So I was able to whittle them down, ran those guys out of there. Was a good move, because I was able to get some fire on the open, got that interrupt. So it all worked out perfectly for me. Maybe not for Andre, but for me it worked out perfectly.
I can say that this game was an example of pretty much everything I dislike about Chain of Command. And I really like Chain of Command, but the a couple things that I don't care for. And the first is the fifth columnist.
Yeah, Andre does hate the fifth columnist.
Well, he's too powerful for a 1-point dude.
Yeah, he is very powerful.
I mean, he's at least a 3-point unit, and it's if not 4. Honest, I mean, well, maybe probably not 4, but the thing is, he completely negated one of my senior leaders, so I was left with an inferior senior leader, and in this game, that's hard to recover from.
Yeah, and Andre didn't want to roll. I mean, it is 50-50 after the first time, but
it wasn't that I didn't want to roll. I never had 2 4s.
Oh, okay.
I would have loved to have rolled a 4, but I couldn't afford to gamble.
Right. Yeah, and if you would have made a 4 out of other dice, it would have limited your...
So it's not that I didn't want to, but what really hosed up is I had 2 strategies here. I could try and make a rush for this rock wall and try and set up a line of defense along that rock wall.
Yeah.
Or I could just make Travis come get me out of the shrubs. And I thought, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's not the game.
Let's not do that. So I'll make a rush for the rock wall, right?
Yeah.
Well, the fifth columnist plants right there, and all of a sudden, I'm just sitting out in the open. Well, not in the open, but my unit that was supposed to lead the charge to the rock wall never moved.
Yeah.
In the whole game, they never moved.
Yep. Well, then they started shooting too.
Well, my point is, they never moved.
Yeah.
So
they never did.
Was I planning to just set up a static firefight and shoot it out with you? Well, no. It was so I was basically hosed from the get-go. Just the fifth columnist totally sank me.
Yep, he's a great unit. If you're Germans playing this 1940 stuff, fifth columnist is super awesome.
Well, and like you said, should have just taken 3 of them. And no,
3 fifth columnists would be amazing.
Oh, they are
that good.
way too powerful, and at one point, why wouldn't you?
It might say in there somewhere you can only bring 1 of each. I don't know. I've never actually thought of. I mean, I've never really considered.
I'm thinking we need to consider house ruling it.
The fifth columnist.
Because and if you had to declare before or something, but you can just wait until some critical moment, and then you pop it, and all of a sudden it negates an entire. Well, it's like everything. I pulled shock on these guys up here. They could have fired, but I pulled the shock, and then the fifth columnist came in and negated the rest of my turn.
Yeah, I mean, a house rule could be you have to put them down at the beginning of the game.
That would be huge.
And then, but still, that would deter someone from going. I mean, you could kind of negate a jump off point that
you could have shut. If I knew that this one was and that's why I put the these. I was deploying off of this thinking that you were going to put the fifth columnist out here and shut this down. And you didn't, but it actually worked out for you because you effectively just bottled me right. I barely got 1 unit out from behind, and I had to move them out because they couldn't shoot from back here.
Right, yeah, they were just kind of back there.
The only other thing that really saved me was you were enamored with the hard cover over here.
Yeah.
If you'd have just come straight up into the trees over here, or into this position, one of those positions directly instead of detouring a turn, that would have really hosed me up also.
Yeah, there was really no point in going in the building. I was just kind of thinking that you were going to try to run across for some reason, and then from here I could see you.
I would have loved to. I wanted to, but the fifth columnist had me totally tied down.
Okay, so there we have it. The fifth columnist is very powerful, and I'm not denying that. He is really good, especially for 1 point. So I didn't really have a plan except to occupy hardcover and just firefight. I was kind of going back to my old ways of rolling a lot of sixes, but then towards the end of the game, I was making crazy good saves. I think for like 2 phases of Andres, I lost like 1 dude.
Yeah, I don't think it was so much crazy good. It was just
Average.
average to above average.
Yeah, but for me, that's crazy good.
But yeah, you were making stupid number of sixes on my first 2 rounds of shooting.
Yeah.
But that just can't be sustained, and I couldn't get a full lineup. I couldn't get everybody online.
At one point, I mean, you did have a pretty solid. You had a squad of MVBs, and I was like,
but it took me 3 turns to get that all together because of the fifth columnist.
Yeah, right. It took a while.
It took an extra 2 turns because I couldn't activate my senior leader.
Yeah, and if you did, it would have cost you activating everything else because you had to make 4s out of it for something else. So
the first turn, when I was able to pull shock, I was able to manage my shock, I was able to put down a bunch of fire. You had 1 unit that was out of it, so it was a fairly even firefight, which I think the odds would have played out in your favor. I would have lost that battle eventually, but not being able to move out of here and pulling out of that building was obviously a really good move, but it took what I was on turn 6 or something before I finally was able to
it was a while.
pull those guys out.
Yep. And then I had a chain of command dice and was able to get a free shot on you in the open, which I think did some damage.
And then you took 3 turns in a row.
3 turns in a row. That was what really did it.
Oh, that.
Those 3 turns, I think I activated everything 3 times.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I was mistaken. I thought when you got the first double phase, I thought it was over because I thought these guys were going to get assaulted and just wiped. At which point, it was game over. Not realizing that. Maybe it wasn't a freebie.
No, it wasn't. as we learned later.
Not.
It was not, well,
that was just crazy good luck
too.
on my part.
Yeah, I rolled two 5s, 2 5 or 6s on what I had 16 dice.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're not going to see that very often.
Well, I'm amazed the game was anywhere even close to competitive at any point with the way it played out. Just because you had the hardcover versus soft cover, German fire versus Italian firepower, which granted we're early war, so that's not a huge distinction. But
your squads actually had more shooting than my squads.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, because I'm only at 8 plus 6. You're at 10 plus 5. So I was one shot less than you.
Well, unless you machine Gewehr.
Machine Gewehr, or if I was in SMG range, then I would have more shots.
Yeah.
But at long range, Machine Gewehr will add a couple of shots for sure.
But it was essentially even firepower,
Yep.
which with you in hardcover, me in soft cover.
Oh yeah, that's a no. That's a no-win for you unless I really whiff on the saves. Which I did for a while, but I was able to.
I got lucky enough that it wasn't just a total wipeout, which I honestly, after the third turn, I couldn't believe I couldn't get rid. Usually you get a couple of 4s at some point, and you get rid of the fifth columnist.
Yeah, usually we roll a couple of times where it's like 2 or 3 4s all at the same time.
Yeah, and
that's what you needed. And then you take your chance with the fifth columnist and don't worry about it. Eventually it's going to fail.
It was the choice between, okay, I can try and do the fifth columnist, but if I fail, I'm going to have at least 2 units that I can't activate.
Yep.
Or I can just try and keep putting some pressure on you and hope to get lucky, because I was getting lucky. But
that was the right choice, I think. Just keep firing. No one could afford to take a turn off. I actually had that one phase where I couldn't do anything one time.
but
I got a really bad roll.
yeah. I just think it would have been a much more interesting game if the fifth columnist hadn't have been there, and I could have actually gotten a couple of units up here, and we could have fought it out from those positions. Then I think it would have been a fairly fair fight.
Then the restaurant would have been a great spot to be in.
Yeah. Well, you'd have gone into the restaurant, and instead of coming here, I'd have popped into this building, and then the restaurant would be negated again. So, yes, I was totally okay with you occupying the restaurant.
I don't know. I think I could have got you in my arc from the restaurant.
Well, I would have just pulled back. Well, yeah.
Well, anyway, it was a fun game. The sniper, honorable mention. He actually did something this game. He hit an officer. He killed another.
Took out another dude.
He fired twice. He killed a guy and he hit an officer.
Yeah, he
ended the
killed
game.
a guy and won the game.
He won the game. So good job, sniper. So anyway, a good game. Thanks to Andre for coming out. My buddy Mike's here as well visiting, so he's watching as well. Thanks to all the guys on the live stream. And as usual, check out our sponsors in the description of this video, and check out our social media stuff, our Patreon as well, social media stuff. And let us know what you guys think of this game, and we'll see you next time.